Mike Tyson versus Buster Douglas. A night that might have gone down as one of the biggest upsets in all of sports history. Mike Tyson enters a ring against James Buster Douglas, a heavyweight fighter with a 29-4-1 record. Having won all 37 of his professional fights, Mike Tyson was obviously the clear favorite to win this match. Ever since his boxing debut on March 6, 1985, Tyson had been unstoppable. A signature power punch, Tyson had become one of the most feared men in the boxing ring during his prime, and he had no intention of stopping. From the first round, it was clear this wasn't a typical Mike Tyson fight. He was all over the place. He wasn't as precise or as dynamic as we'd seen in his previous matches. He swung wildly and never had a full understanding of the game. On the other hand, Douglas was looking confident, throwing very accurate punches at his opponent. Douglas moved easily, waving off most of Tyson's punches, and if he ever came close to landing a punch or closing the distance, James threw powerful punches in return to try to keep that distance. Finally, in round 8, Mike started picking up on his blows, and things started looking up for the champ. His title-contending days finally revealing itself as he lands a right uppercut to Douglas's chin, which sends him to the floor. However, a referee's controversial slow count saves Buster, as it all came to an end in the last round.
Now, perhaps he's trying to bait him to come in and to relax, because that was the effect of it. Came off the ropes with that terrific right uppercut.
What a shot. Shades of Frank Bruno.
The 10th round started with Mike Tyson delivering a very powerful right cross at Douglas, which, to our utmost dismay, was his last, as Douglas, who was no less tired as Iron Mike, starts the show. A right uppercut to his chin shocks Tyson as he stumbles across the platform, and a string of powerful combo punches end the reigning world champion as he finally lands on the deck, out cold to one of his most painful knockouts in history.
Mike Tyson down for the first time in his career. Mike Tyson hits the canvas. He's in big trouble. He may not be able to recover. It's up to 7 and 8. He's not gonna make it. Unbelievable! 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 Buster Douglas.
Mike Tyson versus Evander Holyfield. A full-capacity crowd assembled at the MGM Grand Stadium to witness the fight between arguably one of the greatest boxers of all time, Mike Tyson, and Evander Holyfield. When the bell rang and Tyson landed a right hand that sent Holyfield skittering across the ring, it looked like the fight might be one of Tyson's favorite first-round knockouts. But the strangest thing happened. Evander Holyfield, the apparent prey, didn't seem to cave in or back down. Instead, he looked rather confident and unfazed, and to everyone's shock, he was fighting back, scoring with quick left hooks to the body as Tyson bullied forward.
Holyfield comes back with a listen to Tyson's head.
And it's going to be one shot, and that's it.
It's coming close a lot. We've been wondering. Right hand by Tyson that landed.
Round 2 came with another shocker, as Holyfield did what no opponent had done to Tyson since his loss to Douglas almost 7 years before. Force him to the ropes and hit him with a barrage of punches and a powerful left that shook the reigning champion. At that moment, the rounds were already looking set, and the match favorite was slowly shifting to the more aggressive fighter, Holyfield. As the rounds progressed, Holyfield seemed to gain more and more confidence. As the one-sided fight came to a close, the only round that seemed to belong to Iron Mike was the 5th, where he managed to land some clean blows, including his trademark left hook left uppercut combination, which for a moment discouraged the challenger.
Tyson, force, the force of his blow. Once in 46 fights. Mike Tyson, say if it bears true. Hooked by Holyfield.
Tyson. And Evander has the reach. He should use it up. Came back.
Cut, not looking good. The chance of hold the cut. Ooh, a low blow by Holyfield.
Like the overachieving warrior that he is. I think he was a little more about. Evander holding out. Comes the knockdown. Now the knockdown is a surprise to I think everybody.
In the 10th round, the inevitable happened, and for a moment, everywhere stood still as Tyson, who had already been stung several times over the course of the battle, suffered about 5 seconds of perfectly timed beatings, inflicting serious damage as a placed counter to the right temple shook the champion. And instead of forcing a clinch, the dazed champion unwisely kept trading shots, and as a result got hit with another huge right that sent him stumbling across the ring, the ropes preventing another knockdown from the contender. Holyfield got home 8 more clean punches before the bell, and as the champion walked unsteadily back to his corner, it was abundantly clear the fight was over. And in the 11th round, another unwise decision was made as a still hurting Tyson answered the bell for the last round. His last, as Holyfield quickly finished him off, the referee stopping the contest with Mike defenseless on the ropes.
I can't believe what I'm seeing. It's the most unbelievable thing I've ever been privileged to witness. Mayhem.
It is Bedlam.
Mike Tyson versus Evander Holyfield 2. One of the most savage moments in boxing history took place at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. In perhaps the biggest sporting event of the 1990s, Evander Holyfield and Mike Tyson met a second time to settle the score after The Real Deal. The fight, like the last time, picked up right where it left off, with Holyfield bullying the bully. And not long into round 2, a cut opened up above Mike Tyson's right eye as another roughhouse tactic by the contender flew under the radar. Mike was mad. Late in the round, with Holyfield pushing Tyson backward in a clinch, Mike twisted his opponent's arm in what appeared to be an attempt to disable the champion. But Tyson didn't get the reaction he was looking for as Evander manhandled him in return, shoving him off and showing little regard for the challenger's childish actions. And at the start of round 3, with even more aggression manifesting itself, the challenger charges out ferociously, firing explosive left hooks and right hands. But even after all these dangerous trade-offs, 2 minutes later, Holyfield was still on his feet, still charging in, unfazed by Tyson's short-term resurgence.
Listen. The crowd is turning. A swing and a miss with a straight right by Hunter, move by Tyson.
Nice right hand by Mike. He is trying to get that right hand home.
They seemingly are relying.
While all could see the visible anger and frustration in Tyson's eyes, no one could have ever predicted what happened next. The two warriors came together in a clinch, and then suddenly, Holyfield was jumping up and down in shock and agony. A reaction all would soon realize was a bite that had torn off a piece of Evander's right ear. A desperate act from a man who had lost complete control of his mind, his emotions, and his actions. After much deliberation by the referee, he allowed the fight to continue with a 2-point deduction for Tyson.
2-point deduction, the fight will go on. 2-point.
But it wasn't long before Mike was at it again, this time turning his teeth to Holyfield's left ear in another inexplicable act of rage. The round ended in Lane, having determined that a second bite did in fact happen, finally disqualified Tyson, which only fanned the flames of the rage of Iron Mike.
See, look at him. You can see it. You can see it. There it is.
They're going in real slow motion. Mike gets in a headlock. And look at this. He just reaches in and bites him.
And soon, Tyson began attacking everyone in his way in a bizarre attempt to get at Holyfield. An unprecedented scene of unprofessionalism that resulted in countless security guards working to restrain Tyson. With the fight long past its conclusion, fans were nevertheless still on the edge of their seats, taking in the bizarre spectacle and waiting to see what a clearly unhinged Mike Tyson might do next. Till today, this match is regarded as a rather funny, dramatic, and unholy sight, a dent that'll forever be in the champion's historical feats.